Hello. Guess who's still really sick? It's me. Hello. I am very unwell and I'm so sick of being sick, y'all. Like, I have been sick more in May, which it's now June 1st, but like I have been sick more this month than I have in years, and I'm sick of it. I was so exhausted all day today. I basically got up and did the bare minimum amount of chores I had to do. So like feed the cats, take my vitamins, feed the fish, and I did get laundry done. I just need to put it away, so I will do that tomorrow. But I am at cat sitting now for a couple of days for a friend, and then overlapping some of that time I will be cat sitting for my parents too. So it'll be a little chaotic, but I'm just kind of taking it one day at a time, trying to do what I can, not push myself too hard, because on Friday I thought I was feeling amazing. So I did a workout, I cleaned some of the house, and I felt like I had so much energy. And then I woke up today feeling the worst that I've felt this whole sickness. So I'm like, you know what? I think that's my body's way of telling me you just need to like chill out. Like, don't push yourself so hard. So as frustrating as it is, like I really want to get back into my, everyday workout routine. I just can't right now. Like, I'm out of breath just talking to you all because my lungs are just so full of sickness. I still don't feel very good. Like, I have literally been in bed like all day, and I really tried not to sleep much today because I wanted to be able to sleep good tonight, because I've been sleeping terribly at night. So hopefully I'm actually tired enough tonight that I could actually get some good sleep. But just wanted to pop on here. I did start a new audiobook today, which is A Step Past Darkness, and it's intriguing so far. It's set at a school, which I really like. I like school settings, and we're bouncing between like 6 different characters, learning about them, and I believe they're all gonna connect, and there's like a murder that happens, and so it's interesting so far. But I haven't read anything physically today. It's currently 8:30, so I'm hoping to read in bed for a little bit. I did take NyQuil almost an hour ago, so I should start to feel sleepy soon. I am getting up early tomorrow so I can cat sit and hopefully get some more chores done, because this house is a mess. But when you're sick, it's just, and you're by yourself, it's just so hard to get anything done, So I mean, the house could definitely be messier. It's really not bad, but I think I'll try to get up early tomorrow, go get my cat sitting chores done, and then come home, get the laundry put away, get the dishwasher going, do my usual Sunday chores. And I am hoping to go to work on Monday. I'm hoping tomorrow I'll feel better, but we'll just see. As long as I don't sound too sick, I should be able to go back to work. I did get a doctor's note when I went to first care the other day, just saying I've been out sick, and then I should be able, I think I have to like get screened back in at work, because with the sickness policy we have to do that. But yeah, that is the current plan. So I'm gonna read for a little bit and try to get some sleepy vibes going, and hopefully wake up feeling a lot better tomorrow. That is the goal. So toodaloo. Well, howdy friends. I'm feeling a lot better today. I still don't think I'm like 100% better, because I could only do like a really short, really easy workout today, and I'm very easily out of breath because my lungs are just full of sickness. But I have some energy back today. I did major grocery shopping today because I quite literally had like no food in the fridge, and so I have a completely restocked fridge. And I'm fully ready for a week and some change of being alone, because my parents are going on vacation and I'm gonna be cat sitting for them, and it should be fine. It should be all good. But I do have a reading update for you all, and that is that I have finished Mary, which was such a good horror book. Like, this is probably one of the best horror books I've read in a really long time. I loved it. And I especially loved it even more after having read the afterword, which I highly recommend reading if you have read this book or plan on reading this book. Definitely read the afterword. It is so good. It's probably one of the best ones I've read, which I don't usually read them, but I read it for this one and I loved it. So this is a 4-star for me. Really enjoyed it. Had a great time. And now on to my June TBR. I hate how I have to like keep stopping every 10 seconds to breathe because I just can't talk while I'm sick for long periods of time. But hopefully I will be 100% better by next weekend because I have a 5K I'm doing and I don't want to be feeling like this trying to do that, you know? So anyways, I'm gonna leave you. I just want to let y'all know that I finished a book. Yay me. And I'm gonna be starting another book tonight. I'm thinking Jade City, but we'll just see if that sounds good, like if it sticks. Otherwise, I have quite a few other books to pick from. And I do also want to apologize for my vlog being late. I just didn't get a chance to upload it at work because I missed like 3 days of work last week. And my internet at home is way too slow to upload anything. It's great for streaming, but it can't upload anything. So I need to upload my videos at work. So you'll be getting a couple extra videos on the same week that you are seeing this vlog. Hopefully you've already seen last week's vlog, my June TBR, and now this video. So actually, just kidding. I'm so confused how this works. Like, you're basically seeing my life from like a week ago in these vlogs, which is so confusing to me. So actually, you've already seen all this and you won't be seeing this for a while. I'm so confused. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna go and I will chat with you all later. Hello. Guess who's still really sick? It's me. I have been going to work the past couple of days. I was screened back into work, so I went through like their whole sickness policy. And I am well enough to go to work because I think what I have now is a sinus infection because my face is killing me. Like my cheeks, like from here all the way across just hurts. And it feels so full. I swear I could almost hear stuff sloshing in there. Like it's, I know, disgusting. But I'm not feeling too great. And I've been taking care of 3 houses. And I'm just kind of exhausted. But I do have 2 or 3 little reading updates for you all. So I did start Jade City the other day and then DNF'd it about 10% in. I'm just not very intrigued by this book. I think it's well written, but it's reading more like an action movie than I was expecting, and that's just not what I want right now. So I DNF'd that. So I do need to update that video, and then that video project will finally be done. But yeah, that's kind of disappointing, but I'm just not in the mood. I'm just having a hard time reading, honestly. I feel like that's all I've been saying in my last couple of vlogs, but it is seriously a struggle. Especially when my content revolves around me reading. It's been really hard to make content when I don't really feel like reading. But the thing is, I do want to read, but nothing sounds good. So anyways, so I'm almost done actually with the audiobook for A Step Past Darkness, which is like a thriller. And it's going in a direction I really don't like personally, and I'm not really enjoying how the twist is being held. Like, I don't like the twist. Like, I don't know. But this author does do a really good job with character work. Like, I always love her characters, but I really don't like the thriller twist. So I will be finishing that at some point this week. I only have a little bit left because I've been listening to so much of it while house sitting for so many people. And then I did start Blood Solace the other day, which is book 2 in the Blood Grace series. I'm loving this. Okay, I finally found something that's clicking. So this is really good. This is following right where book 2 picked up. Actually, book 2? This is book 2. It's picking up right where book 1 left off. Only like there's a 6-month gap. And I'm just loving Leo even more in this book. Like, if y'all have not read Blood Mercy, please do yourself a favor and read it because it is so good. It is one of my absolute favorite books now, and it's probably my #1 romantasy book. Just saying. I'm actually gonna get ready for bed. It's like pretty early for me right now, but I'm exhausted. I have not been sleeping because I'm sick, and I'm so sick of it. So I think I'm gonna call, we have this thing as part of our health plan at work called Teledoc, which lets you call a doctor any time of day and basically just tell them, it's not for like emergencies obviously, it's mainly for like if you have a cold or sinus infection or like the stomach bug or something, you could call them and talk to a real doctor and they can prescribe you something. And I've done it a couple times, especially during COVID. It was so nice to use that because when I actually had COVID, I called them and they were able to prescribe me some things, and it really, really helped. And whenever I get a cold, I always end up calling them because I don't know why my colds always turn into sinus infections. So I think that's what I have now. So I think I'm gonna call them tomorrow and see if they can get me some antibiotics or something to get me better, because I have a 5K this weekend and I really don't want to be sick for that. And I have a family brunch on Sunday, so like I don't want to be sick. So I'm really sick of being sick. It's gonna be 10 days tomorrow and I'm sick of it. So I'm sure my coworkers are tired of hearing me sniffling and sounding like this. I actually sound worse right now than I have all day, and I don't know why. Probably because I've been talking so much today. It's been absolute chaos at work. We have auditors right now and we get audited every year, but it's always just chaos because they ask for so much stuff from grants, which is totally fine, but it's just like, oh my god. So it's just been chaos, and then a bunch of work has been flooding in, which is great. It's making the time go by fast. But it's also kind of hard when you're sick and like you have 0.25 of a brain cell working and it's just like, huh? So I'm gonna take a nice luxurious shower and get ready for bed and hopefully get a good night's sleep. Tomorrow I should only be taking care of one house sitting. So I'll just have my house and their house to take care of instead of 3. So that'll be nice. But anyway, just wanted to pop in, say hello, and I'll chat with you all later. Well, howdy friends. I feel like I haven't talked to you all in a while. We're in the bathroom because why not? It just has good lighting right now, so we're gonna use it. I have a couple updates for y'all. And real quick, let's talk about a house update. So this house that I bought a couple years ago, she has had a lot of pest issues. Like I think last year, or like no, the first year I moved into this house, so like 2 years ago, there was a major wasp problem in this house. I killed 116 wasps in my house in the span of like maybe 2 months. It was awful coming home to just a bunch of bees all over my back door, and I'd kill them all because like I don't want them in my house. So finally we found where they were and we siliconed up the area in the fall so they couldn't make a nest there anymore. Like it was in the house, like underneath the siding of the house. Like I don't even know why you would pick that as a house, but okay. So then I've had nothing but vole problems for a while, which vole, if you don't know, are basically mice. I don't know why we call them voles in Alaska. I don't know if they're special to Alaska being called that. No clue. So I've had vole problems since I've moved in. And I think I've caught at least 6 or 7 voles in this house. So that's fun. And now tonight, I killed 15 ants downstairs. You know how grossed out I am right now? I am so disgusted. Like, how icky. Like, I'm so itchy just thinking about it because I just hate bugs. And so I went outside and they're like all over the deck. And thank goodness they started popping up last year, like around the fall time. And I told my parents about it. And they're like, yeah, we need to get pest control out here because these are like carpenter ants, like the destructive ants. I mean, any bug is not good, but carpenter ants, ruh-roh. So actually it's kind of perfect timing because I do have a pest control appointment next Thursday, I think, which is like a week away, which freaks me out. If I have to kill 15 bugs a day, I'm gonna cry. But I do have an appointment and they are gonna come out and spray for bugs. And it is environmentally safe and they say it will not hurt anything. I'm hoping that's true. They're a really good company, Alaska owned and operated and stuff. So I'm just hoping it doesn't like, you know, ruin the ecosystem, but also I can't have bugs in my house. Like I literally cannot. I will be so icked out. I'm icked out right now. Like I'm gonna have the hardest time sleeping tonight. So yay. But thankfully, I think they're coming in from the garage. or the front door, because I know the doors are not very well sealed in this house, so I'm pretty sure they're coming in somewhere around there. So I'm hoping they just stay downstairs. I only found one up here when I came upstairs, and I'm just hoping I don't find any more up here. Like if they stay downstairs, that's not gonna bother me as much, but I don't want them upstairs. That's gonna freak me out. But anyways, so that's what I spent my evening doing, was freaking out and being really itchy and icked out and disgusted by bugs, which, you know, that's just a daily basis thing. But I also have a reading update. I have finished A Step Past Darkness. I just literally finished the audiobook, and I'm gonna give this one 2 stars, which is really disappointing. Can I put this here and y'all can see it? Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so I'm giving this book 2 stars because of the way that this plot was handled. Like, the twist that happened in this story, I was not a fan. I feel so weird just like crouched by my bathroom counter, but like, I don't know, I'm trying to be as far away from downstairs as I possibly can, and this room is basically as far as you can get from downstairs. Anyways, so I don't know where to put my hands. So I just didn't like that this book went the way that it did, and to say what happened would be to kind of spoil it, I think. Maybe not, I don't know. I'm gonna say it, and if you don't want to know, you can just skip ahead until this book is not in the frame anymore. But this book went the supernatural route and the thriller-esque-ness, and I really don't like that. I did not like that at all. I want real life, no supernaturalness when I'm reading a thriller mystery like this, so I really didn't like that. And it just got really weird. Like, one of our main characters had like this ability to like see into the future, and she would like be able to predict things that then happened in the next scene, and I just thought that was really convenient. Like, oh yeah, you just knew that was gonna happen and then it would happen. Like, no. So I did not like that either. I just feel like everything was too easy in this story. Like, we had a main character who could see the future and like predict things, and then we had the supernatural thing, so it makes everything so much more convenient because you could just blame it on the supernatural instead of a person doing it, or, you know, whatever. So I just thought that was really convenient and just did not make for a very fun thriller for me. I did like the friend group in this book. I do think she writes friend groups really, really well, but it wasn't enough to pull through for me, so 2 stars, unfortunately. But anyways, so I'm super icked out. It's not a good time. I'm gonna sleep so badly tonight. Yay. So, yeah, like, I'm so grossed out, y'all. I mean, what's worse, ants or wasps? Like, I feel like ants are maybe better because at least they don't fly. You know, like, I hate the sound that wasp wings make when they're flying. It just instantly makes me anxious and just icked out. So that's where we're at. But oh, and they also don't sting you, which is also great. I was always so scared of killing the wasps that they were going to sting me, but they didn't, thankfully. I had to do that 116 times. It's so gross. So yeah, buying old houses is a blast because they always just have something weird going on. Always. Always. Like, my parents' house is older than this house, and I feel like it's in better condition than my house. My house was built in the 80s, and I don't know, she's just weird. I also feel like, not to put blame on the previous homeowners, but they honestly didn't really take care of this house very well. The maintenance was definitely lacking on this house. Like, they didn't cut down brush around the house, and they didn't take care of pests that would come into the house, because I remember when I would house sit for them when I was younger, that there would be bugs in here quite frequently, and it just icked me out, and they just didn't seem to care about that, I guess. But like, I care about that because I don't want to live with bugs. So I don't know. I'm not blaming everything on them, but this house could definitely have done with more maintenance and upkeep to kind of avoid stuff like this. So
Anyways, I'm gonna be grossed out and try to take a shower and relax and try to sleep knowing that there's bugs downstairs. It just makes me want to cry. So anyways, oh, I also want to give you an update on Blood Mercy. I'm loving it. Like, I feel like these books always start off kind of slow and they take me a little bit to kind of get back into, but I'm about 20% into it now and I'm just obsessed. Like, this is truly one of the best fantasy romance books I've ever read. Like, the whole series so far. I'm only on book 2, but it's so good. So please read this series. I know I keep begging y'all to read it, but I feel like not enough people are reading it. Like, it's a pretty underrated series. Please read it. It's so good. Like, it's truly like, it's like fantasy, okay? It's like really good political fantasy with a really good romance. So, I mean, it does have that political fantasy going for it. It has a really good plot line with good character development, but the romance when it is on page is just fantastic. And right now, there's just so much pining and it just makes my heart ache. It's just like, oh, this is so good. So it feels good to kind of have my reading mojo back. Maybe, we'll see. But I'm hoping this weekend, it's supposed to be 80 degrees this weekend. Like, y'all, that is hot. It's literally supposed to be 80 degrees Saturday and Sunday, and then literally be 65 degrees the next day. So, sorry, I said literally a lot, and that's weird. Anywho, it's just supposed to be real nice this weekend, which I'm excited about. So I have a 5K on Saturday, and then I just want to clean the house, basically. Just clean the house and kind of get everything in order. And then Sunday, I have nothing planned but family brunch if I'm feeling well enough, because my aunts and uncles are older and I don't want to get them sick, and they are retired, so like I really don't want to get them sick because, you know, they're not exposed to, you know, as many germs as I am every day. So I don't want to like get them sick, even though it's just a cold, I think turned sinus infection, because my sinuses are definitely bothering me. But I couldn't get into Teladoc. Like, I tried making like an appointment with them the other day and it said they couldn't call me, and I'm like, okay. So that was weird. I don't know what's up with that. So I'm kind of just letting this cold run its course and hopefully it goes away soon. But I feel basically back to normal. I just have a cough every once in a while and my nose runs every once in a while. But this cold is definitely holding on as tight as it possibly can, and I don't appreciate it. So, all right, I'm gonna stop babbling. I just feel like I haven't chatted with y'all in a day or two. It's just been really busy cat sitting for my parents and try to get my stuff done too. So it's just been a lot. Also, figuring out dinner by yourself like every night is such a struggle. So tonight, okay, one more quick story. Tonight I made the viral chicken Caesar pizza thing I keep saying, where you take a can of chicken and an egg and some seasoning and cheese and you mix it all together and put it on a tray, a pan, flatten it out like a pizza dough, and then put it in the oven for 40 minutes. And then you make a Caesar salad with just the lettuce and the dressing. And then you put that on top of your like chicken crust basically and eat it. It was actually pretty good. Would I make it again? I honestly don't think so, just because the texture was really starting to bother me towards the end. The flavor was pretty good, but I'm a very textured eater, and the texture of canned chicken for some reason is just giving me the ick tonight. But it was really ingenious. Like, whoever came up with that is a genius. That was really smart, super high protein, but it did kind of give me the ick towards the end. So that's what I had for dinner. It was great. I'm very full. And yeah, so I'm really proud of myself for sticking to my high protein, high veggie, high fruit lifestyle, I guess. I don't want to call it a diet because it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. This is what I hope to implement from here on out. So I'm doing good. I'm not gaining weight. I have lost like a little bit of weight, but like not much. But slow and steady wins the race, am I right? So, anywho's, I'm gonna go and I'll chat with you all later. Hello friends, apologies if there's any background noise. I just installed my AC unit in my bedroom this time. I originally put it kind of in the sitting room where the fish are last year, and that was not very helpful because I don't hang out in there, so it would cool off that room, but my bedroom where I sleep would be extremely hot. So this year I put it in my room, and it took a while to kind of get in there because I had to cut a bunch of cardboard, and it's a very janky little setup, but I put a camera on that window in case, you know, anything happens, it's being recorded at all times. So I just got done doing that and have it turned on for the past like 30 minutes, and it's already cooling off the bedroom so much. It's supposed to be extremely hot this weekend, so this house does very poorly when it's hot. It just holds in all the heat, which is great when it's wintertime and like 30 below, but not so great when it's 80 degrees. So I'm really glad I put the AC in so I can have that running and keeping me cool. I also went and put my mosquito magnet thing outside, which is basically just a light and a fan, and it like sucks up mosquitoes because they are atrocious. The last couple of days I've gotten eaten alive just walking outside. So my electricity bill is not going to be happy because I have all this stuff plugged in, but it's kind of a necessity. So I just wanted to pop on here and close out this vlog. So I really need to head to bed, but also to give you an update on the ant situation. It's still disgusting. I'm still killing lots and lots of ants, unfortunately, but like I mentioned, I do have an exterminator coming out on Thursday next week to take care of that. And I may see if they would do an indoor extermination too, maybe, because they were just gonna do the outside, but like they're inside, you know, and I don't know where they're coming from because there's no pattern. Like, they're mostly downstairs, but then this morning I had 2 on my kitchen counter. You know how much that grossed me out? I just had the creepy crawlies all morning. It was just disgusting. And like, I disinfected and cleaned my entire kitchen when I got home from work today because I was just so thoroughly grossed out that bugs are in my kitchen. And my house is clean. Like, I clean this house regularly and I don't leave food out. Like, I don't know why this happens to me, but it's fine. You know, this is what I get for buying a house that abuts a forest. Like, trees are literally growing through my deck is kind of how it's going. And honestly, I would have chopped those trees down and not let them grow, but the previous homeowners let them grow into like 75-foot trees through their deck. It's weird. So yeah, there's a lot of work that will need to be done to this house eventually. Yo girl needs some real shmoney for that. But anyways, reading updates. So I actually started a new audiobook. Did I tell y'all I finished A Step Past Darkness? I think I did. I started a new audiobook today, which was completely not on the TBR at all, and that is Youth Juice. We were talking about it in my group chat with the besties, and I'm like, this sounds weird. It's like weird girl lit with horror, and the premise, the first sentence really drew me in because somebody posted it in our group chat, and I'm like, wow, that's a very intriguing first paragraph. So I borrowed the audiobook from Libby, and I'm actually almost done with it. It's a really short book. It's not even an 8-hour audiobook, so I'll definitely finish it in the next vlog, but it's very strange. It's kind of giving me natural beauty. So we follow our main character, Sophie or Sophia, one of the two. I think it's Sophie. And she works at this company called Hebe, I think it's pronounced. I'm listening to it, I should know. But she works at this company, and it's very similar to Natural Beauty in that it's like a beauty store kind of, where like they're selling you products, and I don't think any of their products are like patented because they are giving Sophie these products to use I think on her hands because she has really bad nail biting issues, like where she will like rip off her cuticles and like make her nails just look disgusting and bite her nails, and nothing would work that she tried previously until she started using this product from Hebe. And then she started working there, and they won't disclose what's in it, but you find out later, and it's like real icky. And it's very interesting, but I don't think it's gonna be any higher than a 3-star for me personally. Love, love, love the writing style though. Like, I love how this author describes things, and this is a debut book, so I would definitely be intrigued to read more by this author in the future, because she really knows how to write really good descriptive horror and make it seem so icky and visceral. Like, there's many times when I was listening to this today where I would just feel like, ew, you know, just kind of like wrinkle my nose and be like, that is disgusting. But, you know, it's kind of like fun to read at the same time. So I'm liking it a lot, but it's not as good as Natural Beauty, I think, because I don't think there's gonna be such a shocking twist at the end, because I don't even know what we're like leading up to, which I feel like is my problem with this book, is that it just feels like it's just a story without being like, okay, and, you know, like I'm not seeing the and of it. But anyways, so it is really interesting. A lot of my friends in our group chat are in their weird girl lit era, and I'm so here for it. Getting so many recommendations and have many of those books on hold currently. So I did also start another book. I decided to go back to my 3-book routine, I guess, because I really do like having a workbook, a home book, and an audiobook, because an audiobook is like my anywhere book. My home book is like something I just read at home or, you know, relaxing. And then my workbook is something I can listen to or follow along in the ebook at work. So my workbook now is You Know What You Did, which is the book club pick for July for the Literally Dead book club. And I'm reading this because of one of my friends, Jenny, is gonna be part of the live show, which is so exciting. So I'm reading this to support her and attend the live show, and I'm really liking it so far. It's very much like, there's a movie that it's reminding me of, but I can't think of it right now. But we follow our main character, and definitely something happened. Like in the prologue, I was immediately hooked. I'm like, what in tarnation is going on? And I think we're about 7 chapters in, and our main character definitely is experiencing something where like she doesn't know what is actually real to her. Like she'll have an episode of some sort and she doesn't know if that like actually happened, and like she doesn't remember things, and it's really creepy. We did have some people, like, I think one person DNF'd it because of that. Like that's like a really big fear, is not remembering things, and I completely get that. That is super scary, like thinking you've done something and you haven't, or like vice versa, and remembering things wrong, and like that just freaks me out, especially because I've seen that firsthand with the previous homeowners who lived here, because the wife had really bad, I think it was Alzheimer's or dementia, one of the two, I don't know. And when I would visit her, it was just heartbreaking to interact with her, because her mind just was not there, and she wouldn't remember things correctly, and like she was in a totally different time period than where we were at the time, and it was like very scary, honestly. Like thinking like, oh my gosh, this could be me eventually, or my parents, or other family members. It's just really scary to think of that. So very, very valid fear, but I'm very intrigued, and I definitely will continue listening to that while at work. But I have quite a busy weekend. I need to clean this house desperately. I did do some of the cleaning and like watering the plants and stuff tonight when I got home to kind of lessen my burden tomorrow, but I need to run to the dump for both my houses that I'm taking care of right now, and I need to vacuum this house and mop and do laundry and all of that. So that'll be in next week's vlog. I will try to do some more b-roll, because I definitely am slacking on that. But that is going to be it for this vlog. Thank y'all for joining me, and just another reminder, I think people might need it. Please be kind in the comments. There's been a comment or two on some of my videos recently that are just rude, frankly, and you know, please just be nice to me and others. Like, an opinion is opinion. You don't have to agree with it. but you can at least be respectful about it. Okay? Cool. Thanks. Alrighty. That is it for me, and I will chat with you all later. Goodbye!